Porcupine. Dexter, I was really scared.
Dexter, people are going to call you the boy who cried wolf.
Why would they call me that, Elvis?
Let's talk about that later. I would like the two of you to use the retelling chart to tell me what happened with the porcupine.
I remember that chart. We use it to give back the important details in a story when we retell a story to someone.
Excellent, Fancy. Dexter, why don't you start with the setting? Don't forget...
I know. I need to give the place and the time. So the setting was Fancy's room, and it was about 10 minutes ago.
Good. Now, Fancy, you do the next section.
The characters were me, Fancy, and Dexter.
Very good. Why don't you finish the chart, Fancy, and retell the story? Don't leave out the important details.
Beginning. I was reading a book. Middle. Dexter came in and told me a porcupine was coming. Problem. I got really scared because porcupines can throw poisonous quills at us. End. I screamed and ran into the living room. Then I found out Dexter was lying. Solution. I probably won't listen to Dexter anymore.
Time for school now. Today's story is a fable. A fable is a story that people tell to teach a lesson. I'm going to tell you the story about the boy who cried wolf.
Hey, it's the story about Dexter!
There once was a boy who lived in a small village at the bottom of a mountain. His family had a flock of sheep, and his job was to take the sheep up the mountain to eat grass. He must watch over them like a shepherd and make sure that the wolves in the mountains don't get the sheep. But he was bored. He had no friends to talk to. It was just him and the sheep. So one day he decided to yell, "Wolf! Wolf!" There was no wolf, but he yelled wolf anyway. All the people came running from the village with their pitchforks and shovels to chase the wolf away. There was no wolf. The boy stood there laughing at the villagers, saying, "Ha ha, there's no wolf. I was just bored and I thought it would be funny to see you all run up here."
I'll bet the villagers didn't think it was very funny.
They sure didn't, Fancy.
Did the boy stop yelling wolf? Wolf?
He did not. Every few days when he would get bored, he would do it again. After a while, the villagers didn't believe the boy anymore, and they stopped coming when he called. One day, a bunch of wolves came. The boy started shouting, "Wolves!" But nobody came. He ran down the mountain to the village. He ran all through the village and shouted, "Help! Help! There are wolves eating my sheep! Help!" The people did not believe the boy. They called him the boy who cried wolf. They laughed at him and they said they did not believe him.
What happened to the sheep?
I am sorry to say the sheep were eaten by the wolves.
I'll start the retell chart. Setting. On a mountain in the daytime. Characters. The boy, the sheep, the village people, and the wolves. Beginning. A boy was bored because he had to watch sheep on the mountain all by himself. Middle. The boy called wolf so the village people would think there was a wolf after the sheep, but there was not. He did it over and over until the people did not believe him anymore. End. A pack of wolves come after the sheep, but when the boy cries wolf, no one comes to help because no one believes him.
Every fable teaches a lesson. The lesson is called a moral. What do you think the moral of this story is? Your moral is correct if you said something like this.
You should not lie because people may not believe you when you are telling the truth. And I think I learned a big lesson today.